Yes, people, we are live. Welcome to one more Drum Conversations Open Studio. I am Edu Ribeiro. It's my pleasure to be here to talk with you about music, about drums, about anything. Today, we're going to have a very special guest, but as usual, the first thing that I want to do is play some music to you. And I bring some tracks with bursts and with my very new cymbal to play to you. And this program is sponsored by Open Studio Jazz, and my pleasure to be here and play to you. Okay? One music I will play is Mirilhando, a song that I recorded in one of my CDs, my albums, and is from a very good guitar player, acoustic guitar player from Seven Strings, Gian Correia. Let's go. Yes. Legal, legal, legal. Thank you for being here. And now I want to introduce you one of the most amazing drummers in the world. His play is awesome, and he's such a nice guy. I'm so happy to have him here to talk about his career and his music. And I am so happy to be friend for this amazing guy. Please, people, clap your hands at home to Chris Coleman. Please, Chris Coleman. Hey, brother.
Hey, dude. How are you, my friend?
Oh, I'm fine, and you, man. Thank you for being here.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for the invitation.
Oh, did you see? Did you see? Did you see my height? Did you see?
Yes.
I'm using Chris Coleman height, man. That is amazing. I love it. That
Yes, yes,
of
yes.
course, when you play, it's much better. But I'm trying. I'm trying.
Nice,
Oh,
my brother.
oh.
Nice.
How is the life in? Are you in Virginia?
Yes, I'm currently in Virginia, and things are okay. The weather is really nice outside for once. It's very sunny and it's hot today. Um, but yes, everything is going good. How about you?
Ah, I'm fine here. We are I'm in São Paulo,
South
and I am
Africa?
home. We are safe and healthy, and everything is good here.
Yes,
Uh, we are
yes,
praying to the people outside to be healthy too, and to
yes,
have we are praying of our family to our family to
yes,
be
yes.
better from these days. And
Same for me.
so,
Yes, my friend.
but you are not from Virginia. You are from Detroit. Is that right? No.
Yes, yes. Originally from Michigan, Detroit. Yes, Saginaw, Michigan is my birth city, and I currently live in Seattle. So I'm kind of all over the place right now
Oh,
because
Seattle.
of COVID. And,
Seattle is not a hot city. It's cold in Seattle, no?
it's warm during the summer. It's
Yeah.
warm during the summer. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
I think the only time that I went to Seattle was so cold, and I stay with this feeling for me. You talk Seattle, I say,
then you will not like Detroit. It's even colder.
yeah. Uh, I know that Jovino Santos, piano player, lives in
Mm,
Seattle. And I know that they have a Brazilian music a Brazilian show that Dudu plays in Seattle. Do you know?
uh-huh. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
good, man. Oh man,
yeah, man.
Chris, I was listening and watching your videos on my website. Glow Up, man.
Okay.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Oh, thank
That's
you, man. Thank you.
unbelievable, man. Wonderful playing, wonderful sound, wonderful touch. Wow, my God.
Thank you. Man. Thank you. Obrigado.
Oh,
Obrigado.
man. Did you wrote that music? Did you play the bass too? Oh man, that is amazing. Incredible. 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 So I prepared some question for us. We have people here.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
man. I'm not sure, but I see Marvin Smith here. Is that you now? Good to see you. Is Marvin Smith the drummer?
Yeah, Marvin. Uncle Marvin.
Man,
What's up, Uncle Marvin? Yes.
wait. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Oh,
Yes. He's like a uncle to me. He's like a family to
oh.
me.
Please, Marvin, be an uncle to me too. I love your
Yeah.
music.
Oh, hilarious, hilarious.
His music is amazing. His playing is amazing. Oh man, thank you
Mm,
for being. So,
yeah.
talking about your uncles, and I
Mm,
know that you start very early with your father and your uncle. Yes.
Hmm.
Could you talk a
Yes.
little for us about your starting, about your relation with music from this time? Could you talk for us?
Uh-huh. Okay. Um, I'm born in Saginaw, Michigan, and my grandfather, my father's father, my father's
Yeah.
papa.
So,
Yes, he
abuelo,
was pastor. Abrilo, yes.
abuelo.
He was a pastor, and
Uh-huh.
he had 10 kids. 10 kids,
Whoa,
yes.
all times, all times, bro.
Yes, six girls, 4 boys, okay?
Uh-huh.
And there's 22 grandchildren. So I have 21 cousins.
Wow.
So um, everybody sing and play something in the church. It's like a family, community family thing.
Great.
And I start playing when I was 2 years old. Um, my dad, my dad has twin brother, and my dad is sax player, and
Yeah.
my dad plays a little drums. My uncle, my dad's twin brother, my uncle, his name is Richie. He's drummer and singer,
Wow.
and he also played bass guitar.
Uh-huh.
So when when my dad and my uncle were young, okay, they make a bet. They say, okay, so whoever between us, whoever has firstborn son gets the other's instrument.
Wow.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was born first, so my uncle gave me his instrument.
Oh, wow.
So this
Wow.
this
Great.
is how it starts. And I was 2 years old, and I had a I don't know how you say it in Brazil, but we have this thing, the babies when they suck,
The,
the
the teeth, the dents.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a plastic,
Yeah.
pacifier,
Yeah. The name is Mordedor. You,
yes. So
yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they give to me this more than that, and I play the drums, and sitting on my uncle's knee. He take me and sit me here.
Wow. Wow. Man,
So
that's amazing.
this is my beginning.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. And once you start, you never stop it. You always play with them. Um,
Yep,
e- Even going to the school and playing every time.
yep, yep, yep.
Wow. Wow. And
Yeah.
and when you are 14, uh, 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 you have a lot of awards about drumming, about music. That's correct.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
could you talk about that experience to so young playing something and giving that kind of awards and competition? How was that experience?
Yes. For me, it was. Let's see, 14 years old. I was in the eighth grade. So uh, I was going to school, but when I come home from school, it's drums, 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 drums. And many times because my drums were in the garage,
Hmm.
instead of car, we put the drums.
Yeah,
You
yeah. You
So
want to go out now? Now I'm playing. You stay here. The
yeah,
car. No. After I play, I can take off my drums and you can go out.
exactly. So many hours, just play, 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 play. Because for me, this time in my life was before reading. Before rudiments, before sight reading, before understanding. Of music. So for me, it was all ear, just passion. So many hours, 9, 10, 12 hours a day sometimes.
Learning the language, learning learning to speak about the music from the music.
Mhm.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
from the heart first, from the
yeah,
heart first.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, first from the heart. And
Mm,
of course, you start professional very early, playing with,
yes.
and that is something that is so rare and so non common, uncommon, but it's
Mm,
important to see to see the drums, to see the music as your life, as your business, and to see that relation about music and your
hmm.
profession. Do you think
Yes.
that
Very important.
that's very important to the musician? No. Oh,
Mm,
great. And
yeah.
how about how about the Germans Collective? That you went to Germans Collective? It was in New York.
Yes, New York City. This happened after graduation of high school. Um, I was working at a petrol fuel station, where you drive your car, you get the fuel. So I
Yeah.
worked third shift,
Wow.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
So I worked, and many times it worked, because I work 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay,
Wow.
in
Yeah.
night shift. So many times I was bored, all night I stand and I work. So um, for me, uh, I needed to I needed to do something with my life after high school.
Yes. I
I needed to do something with my hello.
I think some good here. I'm so sorry. Maybe my internet connection give me a little break. But you are talking about,
Okay.
yeah, you are talking that
Yeah.
you work at the night, and
Yes. Work at the night.
for that. Uh,
Yes, it's just like I'm practicing. It's like, okay, yes, take your money. Okay, take your gas. Okay, goodbye. Okay, hello, some coffee. Yeah, okay,
you want
all
you
night.
want you want a cough? No, no. Wait a little. I'm doing some paradiddles. No, I'm almost there. No, just 1 minute.
Right, right, right. Yes, it's in 7/8. It must be perfect. Give me a second.
Oh man. Oh man.
So, mm,
And after that, you went to German Collective.
yes, yes. Um, my first dream was to fly jets in the Air Force, United States Air Force. I want to be Air Force pilot
Okay.
and also Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
So my dream was to be first Black Rambo.
Wow. Good. Good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
because I studied martial arts, this type of thing, and so um, but I had sickness. I was sick when
Oh.
I was 13 years old,
Mm.
and it's infection in my intestine, my
Okay.
large intestine infection, and I
Mhm.
have a surgery, and they remove from yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
because because of this surgery, it's on the list for
Yeah.
no fly. You
Yeah.
cannot fly because uh, you know. So
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
man. But you
So right.
that was a.
Yes.
I'm not one to say thanks for the surgery because I know that, but we we have a lot with you as a drummer. That was I think it was a good choice for us.
Obrigado, my brother. Obrigado.
Yeah, yeah. They did a good part. Oh, that's good.
Oh, man. So yes, after this, I go to Drummers Collective.
Oh, great. And that was
Uh-huh.
a nice. I went there maybe twice times, and maybe twice, and I love it. The
Okay.
vibe to the drummers and,
Uh,
and man, that's
yeah, it's great. It's great. It's so great.
and, and after that you back to your hometown.
hmm I go back to Saginaw, Michigan, and I start uh, work. very close with a pastor, a different pastor.
Yeah.
Um, and he's a very good friend of mine. And from my hometown, Saginaw, he moved to Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
His name is William, Pastor William Hunt. So I traveled with him to Cleveland for 1 year, and I become a correctional officer in the jail.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Officer.
I was an
Yeah.
officer in the jail, yes. And for 1 year, and then I go to Atlanta Institute of Music for bass guitar.
Yeah. To study bass
Mm-hmm.
and guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow. And,
Yeah.
but you play bass or guitar before that, or you just start to play that when you went to this school?
Uh, it's just a little, just every once in a while, you pick up, okay, ha, 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 ha. Okay, good night.
Ah.
It's like,
And you have you did some gig playing bass or guitar, or it's just
uh,
for competition?
just 2 gigs before school. Before school, only 2 gigs.
Wow.
But
Great.
yeah, many hours practicing, this type of thing. So,
Yeah, I saw you playing today, and that's amazing that you can record the bass and the drums and for your music. That's
yeah.
amazing.
Uh,
And when did you start to play with these huge musicians, these huge artists, as Chaka Khan or Shelf Hell? When did you start with that kind of professional vibe?
oh, wow. Everything, uh, uh, everything, let's see, 2006 was the year I moved to Los Angeles, 2006. And for first, let's see, first 6 months, nothing, no
Wow,
gigs,
no
just,
gigs.
yeah, just, it was like, I pray every day. God, I need money. I need money to
I did
live.
some
I have to
gig.
pay. Yeah, I need some gig, So, many time I go to many jam session. Hey, hello, I play, and it's like, you check the phones and
Yeah.
nothing. you know. And
Oh,
2007 NAM show.
Nam
Uh,
show.
yes, for me it was divine. It was divine because I go to the NAM show and I have Sonar endorsement, Evans endorsement, Vic Firth endorsement, Minor endorsement, and Chaka Khan gig from NAM show.
Wow. Man, uh, uh, if I went to Los Angeles and spent 6 months without gig and went to them show, do you think there is any chance that it happens with me too? I can do that.
Yes,
Maybe
I pray
July,
for you.
maybe July, August, July, August. September. Man, that is amazing.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
amazing. And
And
you took the Chaka Khan gig there.
yeah, yeah. Andrew Boucher, bass player,
Wow.
gospel bass player. He, uh, him and I, we make connection from Israel in New Breed in
Hmm.
2003, 2004. I toured with gospel group Israel in New Breed, and Andrew. Andrew played bass for us for 2 gigs because bass player was sick. So
Yeah,
we call Andrew, hey, come sub bass player for us. And
great.
Andrew and we make good connection. It's like, yeah, man. And 2004 and then 2007, I moved to LA and he said, hey, good to see you again. Oh, I do you I need a drummer for a Chaka gig. Do you want the? I said, yes, let's go. So
Wow,
we have good connection from years ago.
wow, man, that's a very
Mm.
good start. Man, your story is beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, thank you.
Sorry, man. Uh, 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 there's a lot of people here, and there's a lot of comments. I want
Okay.
to. So first, I want to say thank you everybody for being here and for listening. Yes, and I will say the name of everyone. Oh, say thank you, Marcelo Dal, for being here. Thank you. Open Studio is here too. Thank you, Open Studio. Roque César Almeida de Carvalho. He's Brazilian. Roque César
Uh,
Almeida de Carvalho. Oscar Barcelli. He's from Peru. Great, Oscar. Great
uh,
drummer from Peru. Marcelo Dal, love you
Scott.
both. Marvin Smith, one more time. One more time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Marcela. Yeah, Marcela.
Oh,
Smitty.
Marvin. Nice to meet you too, Marvin. I hope we can do that personally very soon.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Michael Almeida, thank you for being here. And Vladimir Singulev says, thank you for the inspiration, Marvin Smith. You are a true living legend. Wow. I agree. I agree. The
Yes.
ba- and Marvin says, the baby pacifier. uh, uh, and he says to you, you flied high on the drums. So, Chris.
Obrigado,
And
obrigado.
And Marcelo says, you fly on drums and help a lot of drummers to realize their drums are flying too. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. E
Marcelo.
Alessandro Busnardo from Italy, he says, Chris,
Oh,
you know him? Chris,
mwah, mwah, mwah.
oh, can you show us how you clap your arms? Hello from Italy, Edu and Chris.
Like this.
If you do very, you can fly it. You can. Oh, and Marvin says, "Hey Chris, talk about the New Kids on the Block reunion tour. You didn't have a place to practice at the time."
Yes, Marvin. When I let's see, 2006 when I first moved to LA. 2007 I was traveling and touring with Chaka Khan, Rochelle Farrell, also Lee Rittenauer, guitar player,
At the same time,
and yes, many gigs, different gigs.
you have
Many
you are doing the gigs and with a lot of cellular number from the subs for your gigs. Oh yeah, oh this one.
so um, I make a connection with a good friend, brother of mine, Ethan Farmer, bass player,
Mhm.
and also Rob Lewis on the keyboards. And uh, I get the gig for New Kids on the Block reunion tour.
Mhm.
The first time they come back for the reunion tour,
Mhm.
and I have so much music, to learn, so many parts because it's pop music. It's very, dance oriented, this type of thing, and there's so many hits and triggers, and it's tour. It's big, big tour, big
Yeah.
arena tours, and I was like scratching my head because I'm like, I need a place to practice. I don't have a place to practice, and I'm like struggling in rehearsals because I can't remember everything because I don't have a place to practice, to make things right. And I got a hold to Marvin Smitty Smith. I think it was a jam session. It was like either the baked potato or Cafe Cordial, and I was like, whoo. Marvin Smitty Smith. I finally met him for the first time. Like, oh my God, oh, Uncle Marvin. Big fan, right?
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh man, nice to meet you." He says, "Do you need anything? You okay? Welcome to Los Angeles." And I said, "Ah, man, please pray for me. I need a place to practice. I need to find a practice room to rent. This type of thing." And he said, "Oh no, 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 no. You use my room.
Ah,
You can use." Oh my God! I was like, "Oh, thank you." So the rest
wow.
is history.
That's a beautiful history, man. Oh, great. Thank you,
Mm.
Marvin. Thank you for that too.
Yeah.
That is something that we have in music. That kind of support each other and that kind of help. That's something
Mhm.
that is so special. Yeah, special in the stage and out of stage too.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
And
Very special.
Joe David Sagerton says, "You are both very inspiring." Thank you, Joe. Uh,
Thank you.
and Alessandro Busnardo has a question. Chris, where is that? I'm so just a minute. How do you like? What do you like about the drummer? The fantasy, the groove, very strong, the technique, or that else?
Okay. Hold on. Let me see. How do you
What
like?
do you like? What do you like of a drumming or a drummer? The fantasy, the groove. I don't know if he's talking about a
Ah.
different about the being a drummer.
Okay. For me, it's everything. Um. I I make very major focus on balance. You know, I think everything is important. You have to have dynamics, you have to have power, you have to have sensitivity, you have to have consistency and versatility. Because maybe you're in a session and you play, and the artist says, "Ah, this is great. Okay, but a little stronger, please." Ah, okay. You have to be versatile. Can we make it more rock and less jazz? Okay, no problem. And
Yeah,
it's like for me, what era? 80s, 90s rock, 20s rock. 2020s rock. So I think for me, I like when a drummer has everything, versatility, and has ears are big, for the music,
yeah,
and not to be selfish, about the music, must be very have a conversation, not to fight the music, but to be supportive and to marry the music. For me, someone like Edu
oh,
has
man, oh,
has
oh,
this, yeah.
oh. Yeah.
Right, right,
Hey,
right.
brother,
as they
oh,
as they say
that's
in Korea.
in Korea. In Korea. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, in Korea, yeah.
yeah,
This is love for Korea.
yeah.
Yes,
And
yes,
man,
yes.
you are talking about that. Don't be selfish and play for the music. I was so proud about you as a drummer when I saw your video grow up. That
Ah,
you are an amazing drummer. You don't have to prove anything for anybody, but you make your video and your promotion, your music, no drum solo, just groove. Man,
yeah, yeah,
man,
man.
that no selfish anymore. No, man, great,
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Congrats. And José Ricardo Almeida. Hey, Zé, como tá, Zé? From Brazil. He's my friend.
Okay, okay.
Hello from Brazil. And he says too that, Chris, I'm in love with your C2 hide. Me too.
Ah,
That is
obrigado,
very
obrigado.
obrigado. And Simon Lenai says, my two favorites together. Hello from Canada. It's a little bit
Ah,
cold in Canada too. And
yes,
yeah,
yes.
thank you, Simon. Musnardo says DDD. And Giba Faveri, he's a great drummer from Brazil. Thank you, Giba. Do you know
Oh,
him?
Jiva. Yeah, I know the name. Someone tell me about him.
He just built a very beautiful drum school here.
Oh,
He has.
congratulations.
Oh, you
Congratulations.
came here to make some
I'm on
workshop.
my way. I'm on
Yeah,
my way.
and Marcelo
And we have
says,
some.
uh, Marcelo says, love you, Chris. Please tell us how was for you when you need started to fly with your drums at the time. How was for you to keep the focus in doing what you love?
Ooh. Uh, for me, it's very simple. The fight for your dreams is the best thing because it the fight is the preparation so that you can fulfill your dream. You know, it's like uh, it's like a carpenter. You know, you say, "Oh yes, I can build a house." Yeah, okay. Come to my land and you build the house according to these blueprints. You make the house. Okay, I come and I show up and no tools. Yeah, I built a house. How you build a house? No tools. Oh, I just think about it. How are we going to build the house from your thoughts? No, I need you to work and cut the wood and hammer and it's like
Yeah,
the fight helps to prepare you so you will know what tools to use, you know,
yeah,
for the job, this type of thing. And in the fight, you learn about yourself, which is most important thing because I think Edu will agree with me when I say when you are comfortable with yourself and your voice, then you can pursue your dreams with true happiness. Do you understand? But if you are very insecure about your sound and your vision and your dream, then you will be so frustrated on the journey because you try to be like everybody else, and this is not divine. God, I believe God gives us uh, our personality, for a reason. It's a beautiful thing to have your own personality, and when you fight for your dream, you believe in your personality. You believe in your sound. It makes you strong.
yeah. I fight for my dream too every time, but I'm not so strong. I have I have to fight more, brother. Man.
You need to eat more biology.
Yeah, yeah, is that. I will do that. I will try that. Maybe I miss you for this part. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful answer. I love that. I love that. And Jamie Hod says, "How you doing, Chris? I love you guys. You are legends. Thanks for all your acknowledgement. Yes, thank you. That I need that ratio. Put that on the screen. But I didn't send Simon. No, Simon Lenai, please. Simon says, "Hey Chris, will we ever see Mac 10 or Zero Maiden or Busty or Smith? Please make some translation to me. I didn't understand that."
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second. Uh, uh, and dude, I send you
Wait.
something.
Oh, okay. Great. I'm afraid about what I'm going to get here. Okay, okay. It's in the way.
uh, it's on the way. Hold on just a second.
It's on the way. It's on the way.
Okay. Hey, dude,
Ah, yeah,
check this out. One moment. One moment.
man. Okay, I will check it. Thank you for saying. I will check it. Just on the minute that we finish that, I will check it. And, and Marvin says, Chris is one of the most talented drummers I ever seen. I'm grateful to be a small part of this legacy. That
Ah,
was
my brother. Love you, Marvin. Thank you. Te amo,
yes.
brother. Te amo.
And Jiba Faveli says, Chris, you are inspiring me a lot. Thanks a lot, Edu, to bring Coleman here. Thank you, Jiba, for to being here. And Educam Brasil, Aloysio from Belo Horizonte. You know Belo Horizonte is Minas
Yeah,
Gerais. Man, they have a
yeah,
crazy musicians. They have an amazing harmony and amazing music. Milton Nascimento is from there. Clube da Esquina.
yes.
You have to check. They are great. Thank you. Obrigado, Aloysio.
Yeah, obrigado, obrigado.
Vladimir says drumming for humanity. And Marcelo says
Yes.
thank you, Chris. And Ron Faber says, "Hi Chris, I'm just turning in, but I have always been amazed at your ability to count everything while playing. Do you have any tips of how to develop this skill to counting a lot?
Start slow. Start
Starts.
slow, you know? Yes. It's very to count out loud, you know, it's like, okay, so I say one E and a, two E and a, three E and a, four E and a, right? If I say I'm playing E, E, one E, one E, two E, E. That's not E. To
Uh-huh.
count out loud is to train your internal metronome to become strong. So when you can count out loud and play everything, your limbs, you know, your feet, your mind, your process, your internal metronome, everything lines up. Counting out loud lines everything up. So it's very, very when I start to count every day out loud at Drummers Collective, my life changed forever. My drumming, every day I was like, becoming stronger because I'm counting. I'm learning to count through the figures, counting through everything. So
Oh, great.
start very slow.
Start slow. And you have one more question from here from a friend that sent it to me because he couldn't be here. His name
Okay.
is Rogério Bastos. He's a great drummer from Brazil, and he says, one of the things that impressed me most about you is your level of focus from the first moment in your performance. What do you recommend to reach that level?
Oh, I think the best thing is to play. You need to play live more. Every chance you have to play live with other musicians, play. It doesn't matter whether you make money or not. Just play for the experience. And the
Mhm.
more you do this, I feel that the stronger you become, the more focused you become, because you start you stop thinking about this and you start thinking about this. You understand?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think experience and time gives you the discipline, and the endurance, So I think it's very important to just play as much as possible.
Yeah, and it's a kind of endurance to be focused, to be prepared to play live. It's a
Yeah,
different responsibility. It's different to play here in this room that there's nobody here, and I can play anything, and it's completely
Right.
different. You have to play the right thing. Even you are playing
Yeah.
something something collaborative and something creative, but you have to play the right thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, we had a lot of, we had more questions here, but I can't, I don't want to take so much your time. I will just
Oh, it's
read,
fine. It's fine.
uh,
I'm okay. It's
I
up
will
to
just
you. I leave it up to you.
I will just read that last ones that we have here. The last one is Simon, but I will read from. Thank you, Chris. So inspiring, Marcelo Dow. Hi, Chris. I'm just being always. Okay, and Run. The same guy says. And how do you deal when the subdivision changes?
Ah. You must count.
You must count too. Yeah, yeah,
Count
great.
through. I think it's important. If you're counting and practicing in seven, it's important. If you're counting and practicing in three or four or five or six or nine, you know, counting and being strategic in each individual subdivision makes it easier when you have to mix the subdivision.
Yeah,
If you're playing a song and it's 7 7 7 6 3 7 7 6 5 and then a 5 and then a 7, because
yeah,
I practice only in 5, because I practice only in 7, because I practice only in 3, it makes it easier, to
yeah.
combine them. Mm.
You need, you know the word that came before after the another one. You know, yeah. And and Mad Max says, I feel like Brazilian music really cool in that this it syncopates 16 notes, while Western music usually syncopates only eight.
Uh-huh.
Uh, yeah. Sometimes it's the same. I feel the 16 note sometimes in the American music as eight notes.
Ah,
Change.
yeah.
Sometimes you can feel the
Okay.
same subdivision. And
Yeah.
Simon says, for Edu, any tips of learning the samba swing for people not in Brazil? Yes, Simon, you have to.
Yes, I need
Yeah,
to.
you have to listen that. You have to listen this music to know. You have to know that this music, this rhythm, don't comes from the drum set, comes from the percussion, and
Mm,
even you know the
mm,
lines of the percussion, you can bring it for your drum set with more perspective, not just trying to
mm,
play a pattern. If you know that the tambourine plays some syncopate things that you can play around the clave like that, even you play in your hi hat,
mm.
you are imitating that. So you have to oh, you have to imitate in something. For me, listen the drummers as Edson Machado, Milton Banana, Wilson das Neves. There is a very amazing. I was listening Wilson das Neves with Elza Soares, the singer. Man, this is from 60s, and the sound and the was amazing. And try to know the percussion lines, the percussion sounds, the percussion voice.
Mm.
And for Chris, he says, I have heard you speaking about new bread before. Do you ever use it? Do you use it in ways that are not mentioned in the book?
Yes, I
I
love this book.
that
New
that
Breed is like one of my favorites. The
I love this
concept.
too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. You have two as well. New Breed two as well.
yeah, yeah. As well.
Ah, okay. I love this book because for me, it's like uh, total inclusion because you have to think, you have to process, you have to count, you have to see, you have to say, sing, right hand, left foot,
Yeah,
all together, all the time. It's the best It's like a workout. It's the
Yeah.
best workout. Yeah,
I
it's
did,
beautiful.
I did that, but it's not work out.
we
And
we must work on this, dude.
yeah, yeah, and at the same time that you're doing that, reading, counting, you have to think what I'm going to have to dinner, what I have to do for the dinner today, what I have to
Yeah.
cook. No, and and Marvin say, "Hey, do what mic headphone set are you using? I need to get that." Oh, that is a shame that we don't live in the same city because I can give it to you. That is a is from Brazil. The name is Superlux. Is a very simple headphone. I think that the capsule, I don't know the name, but the membrana is from Shure. But it's a very simple headphone. And it's not the same one. This is a headphone, and this is a microphone.
Oh, okay, okay,
Okay,
okay.
so so what I said, I'm not reading more question. I'm so sorry, Mad Max and Alessandro Busardo. I can answer that, but I have to do a last question to you. I heard about
Okay.
very special. I know that you did do with Dave Echo. That was amazing, and with amazing drummers. But I heard that you are preparing very special duo drumming. Could you talk about?
Yes, I can. I have a special person in my life, my fiance. She's originally from Seoul, Korea. Amazing drummer, and we're going to do a drum duet. Yes,
Yeah.
we're going to do a drum duet on our wedding.
Wow, please
Yes,
film that, please. And we have to see that. I'm so excited
yes,
to see that.
it's
And
gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
send my best to her. Okay,
Yes,
congratulations for the wedding.
obrigado.
Congratulations for you too. Okay,
Yes.
uh, we are going to the end, but please say goodbye for people that is listening
Ah,
is with us today.
Tchau, obrigado. Everybody from Brazil, from the north to the south, much love. Is one of my favorite countries. The people, the food, the culture, the love. I feel it every time. I miss it. I will come back soon. When I come back, Edu and I must make a tour together and we play together.
Great deal, deal, brother, deal. Done. Great. Oh man, thank you so much for being here. I have to say thank you for everybody that spent a little of his time here, and it's the same from the north on the south of U.S. and any countries. My love for everybody, and was we have to say thank you for Rachel that is in backstage, and I
Thank
want
you,
to say
Rachel.
Rachel, and this program was sponsored by Open Studio Jazz. That is a great educational website with a pre-recorded lessons. Amazing musicians there, and I have to say thank you for everybody. And the next one will be with Half Humphrey. I love to say his name.
Woo!
For me, it's half Humphrey is my suit my accent is Humphrey. But in the I think it's 17 April. I have to check that. Will be the next one. And I want to say thank you everybody for being here today. And one more time, uh, Coleman, por favor. Um abraço.
Obrigado, my friend.
My friend,
No.
to you, to
I,
Marvin,
I,
to everybody that's
I
here
must
today.
I must have my lesson from Edu soon.
No, please, we have to share some moment together.
Yes.
Have,
Sounds good.
have a nice duo
Yes.
drumming. Okay?
Yes. I like this. I like this.
Tchau, pessoal. Tchau. Foi
Ciao,
um, foi
ciao.
um prazer, hein? Um abraço para
Ciao,
você.
ciao.